Hi, my name is Daniel Grabowski.
Hi, my name is Ayub Abdi,
My name is Umuhaan Ibrahim.
and
This is our chicken game.
to start off, we are looking at the main method, which is basically the main method that the client class calls chicken game. It is a game frame class object that just basically represents the mainframe of the window of the chicken game.
And
Moving
just real
on.
quick before we get into the game, the our game is basically a Frogger-like game where a chicken is crossing the road to get to the other side.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
And moving on, we're looking at the game frame, which uses the extensive JFrame using the Swing library in Java. To break down the code, the class game frame uses the extensive JFrame, like I just said. The structure of the game frame is defined without any parameters. Inside the constructors, it uses instance like game panel and added onto the game frame using the add method. As the game panel is assumed to be a custom class representing the game panel with game logic and stuff like that. The title and the frame is called set title method. It also uses the default close operation to set jframe.exit on close using the set default close operation. The frame is set to be non-resizable using the set resizable parentheses false. This means the user cannot resize the frame. Uh, Moving on, the pack method is called to resize a frame to fit its contents in the game panel. The frame is set to be visible using the set visible parentheses true method. This makes the frame visible on the screen. Then we use the set location relative to null, which is basically called to position the frame in the middle of the screen. Uh, I'm passing on to you then.
all right, so uh, we have all our static finals declared up top and any other data fields we need here. Various values such as XY coordinates for the player, XY coordinates for the cars that are stored in an array, screen width and height. This is our game panel constructor, which starts the game as well as sets some settings. The start game method sets the game running to true. Also starts the timer. The paint component method draws the setting and also runs the draw method, which draws all the components on the screen, including the player and the roads with the cars. All this will happen if the game is running. If not, it will check if the player is a winner by comparing the chicken's Y coordinate against the top of the screen. If it is there, it's a win, which will be the background gets painted, which is the winning screen. If not, it runs the game over method, which I'll talk about in a sec. The draw setting has the water, grass, roads, road with road lines. The generate cars method updates the position of the cars stored in the arrays manually. The move cars updates the position of the cars by adding or subtracting unit size to their position. The move method detects up, down, left, or right based on the user's input. The check collisions method compares the XY coordinate of the player to all the values in the arrays to check for a collision. And if there is one, sets the game to false, the running state of the game to false. The game over method prints the game over screen or draws the game over screen. The action performed method is called by the timer at regular intervals. It handles the game logic such as checking collisions, moving the cars, generating the or running the generate cars method, the move method for the player, and then updates the state of the game as well as resetting the direction to the default. And then the my key adapter is a inner class that detects the player's movement direction based on key presses. And like I said, the background class here, Umuhaan can explain, it's the winning screen.
So basically, the background class is defined with J panel, and then the class represents the background panel on which the winning screen is drawn. And then the background class has a constructor, but it is empty, so it doesn't perform any specific actions. The paint component method is declared as static, which means it could be called without drawing instance of a background class. It takes several parameters, graphics object, or drawing screen width, and screen height. A final constant representing the screen dimensions and the unit size as a final constant representing the size of the unit. Instead, the paint component inside the paint component method, a random object named rand is created to generate random numbers of positioning the elements on the screen, and then the method then proceeds to draw the winning screen by performing basically filling in the stuff. Like for the sky, the color is cyan, and multiple, it does the fireworks is randomly selected to different things, and then it's different colors, which are oval shapes, and then the rock, which is in various positions, and then it's gray, and as well as the screen was the green color for the grass, and then the yellow and magenta color for the flowers, the dark gray color for the parallel lines for the roads, and then the yellow road lines as well for the loop that's created by a dashing pattern.
And here's our game. As you can see, you can move around however you want. Can't go off the screen. You run into the cars, it's a game over. And if you get to the other side, you're a winner, and you see the decorations of the winning screen. And I'll just run it one more time so you can see a collision with a different road. See that it's working, and that is our game.
Thank you.